What's going on, YouTube? This is Micro Mike here. I apologize for doing this a little early. Some things came up with the family, and I have to actually leave out of my house by 4 o'clock today. So I only got a couple minutes to just go and talk some Lions. And really, again, I apologize. I said six. Fortunately, family matters came up, and that's pretty much what I got to deal with. So let's go ahead and talk about the recent acquisition of C.J. Anderson, running back. I think that's a good acquisition. It will give us a good running back depth with Zach Zenner, obviously on Johnson, and now C.J. Anderson. So we're definitely going to be a run-first team, and which is really awesome. That's what I like. That's how you win football games, is run first. And so this will give us the ability to wear teams down, wear defenses down, and go ahead and win games in the fourth quarter without Matthew Stafford comebacks. And that's what I really like. That's what we need. That's the type of team we need to be. We have not been that team since I can remember. I mean, it's been probably since I was a little kid, maybe in the era of Barry Sanders, that we've been a running first type team. It's always awesome to have those passing offenses and be sexy and all about that stuff, but that's not really how you win in December. And we've noticed many teams, when they win, it's because they run the football, and that is something that we have not had the ability to do for some time. And hopefully this year we can really establish the run. I think we started doing it last year, and this year we can finish that task and be a run first dominant team. And so C.J. Anderson will definitely help us with that. Now, this affects the draft for the fact that I don't believe we're going to draft a running back, at least in the first 5 picks. This kind of confirms that. It'd be almost a wasted pick if you did that. So the ability to draft a running back now decreases a lot. Maybe a running back does fall to maybe the late fifth, sixth round that the Lions just can't pass up on. Like I know Zigbo, if he fell that far, that could be a possibility. But I definitely wouldn't expect us to get a running back in the first 4 rounds for sure. So you can go ahead and probably nix that off the table. But what this does signify to me is my hopes that the Lions get T.J. Hockenson with that 8th pick. I'm really, really, really nervous that the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to get T.J. Hockenson, and that will then leave us without him, and that is my choice number one. But hopefully they don't, and TJ falls to us at number 8, and then damn, our running capabilities will just be that much higher with the fact that he does help in the run game, also with the fact that he's definitely a weapon for the pass game. So with the ability to pass, and defense is not really knowing what the Lions are going to do, that's going to help our offense out significantly. So hopefully that happens. Boy, if that happens, I'm very going to be giddy. I'm going to be foaming at the mouth, ready for this next season coming up. Again, I talked about this before, how I believe last season when Matt Patricia came into the Detroit Lions as a coach, I didn't believe they were going to do well, simply because you got to understand the Patriot way. When Bill Belichick went to Cleveland, he did not do well at all. They didn't. They didn't give him a chance to last, and look how that turned out. When he went to New England, he did very well. He drafted very well. He uses the ability to draft well and pick up free agents here and there, and obviously had Tom Brady though, so that's a big difference. But he's a very good drafter. He's a very good coach when it comes to mixing up plays, and defenses have no idea what the offense is going to do, and vice versa with the offense and the defense. So I knew this last year, at least I didn't know, I'm not Nostradamus, but my gut feeling was that they were not going to do well. I thought around a 6-10 season, and that's pretty much what they did. But what I definitely was wrong about is how we beat the Patriots. We showed the NFL how to beat the Rams. We beat the Packers twice, and that's significant because under Jim Caldwell, we did not beat winning teams. And at least with Matt Patricia, now we have the ability to beat winning teams. We literally beat the Super Bowl champions, and we showed the NFL how to beat the NFC champions. Obviously, their teams was a little different due to injury. However, it still happened, and we still won. So that's nice. And that's really all you can ask for with what we've had in the last couple of years, with not doing fantastic when it comes to beating winning teams. It hasn't happened. And that's an upgrade. You got to take baby steps. And I've said it before, I'm going to go ahead and talk about how, like, I learned in the military when I was in the Army, when you train and you become efficient at something that you do, there's 3 steps you do. It's called a crawl phase, okay, and the walk phase, and the run phase. So when you're the crawl phase, it's simply you're just learning what you're about to do. You're getting the facts, you're getting just the big overview of what you're going to train to do, and so you're really literally walking and just understanding baby steps. And the next phase is the walk phase, and that's when you get the information and you are now starting to get it in your head. However, you're still thinking about what you're going to do. Okay, when I go through this door, what direction do I go? Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I make sure that I have my weapon point in the right direction? Make sure that I don't, shoot a civilian. Make sure you don't trip or do something stupid. Okay, so that's still in your brain. You've now passed the crawl phase, but you're now still thinking about it. And the final stage is the run phase, run stage. And that's when you're not thinking, you're instantly reacting. So when you go through the door, you instantly know that you have to go to the left direction if that is your assigned post. You go left, you make sure that there's no one in there, you clear the room, and then you're on to the next, and your teammates know exactly what you're going to do. And that's when you're dominating, you're winning, you're doing everything correctly, and it's instinctive. Now, when I relate that to the Detroit Lions, I totally believe that Jim Schwartz was the crawl phase, for the fact that we were irrelevant for so many years, just such a bad team. Then he came in there and he made us relevant. However, we were really erratic and sporadic. We were not disciplined, and so that was okay. We're crawling into the NFL as out of the dumpster. We're getting to become relevant. Um, so then we moved to the walk phase when it comes to Jim Caldwell, when he took that intensity that we had and we calmed the team down. And okay, it's okay to you don't have to be hitting the quarterback after the play is over. You don't have to be getting personal fouls and stuff like that all the time, or sorry, like pass interference or fouls. The hell was I thinking? I know baseball. Um, Flagged. So, and then I believe Matt Patricia is going to bring us the run phase. Okay, so now we have all those factors that we have learned as a team. Now we got to learn to win, how to win, what it takes to win. You've got to train hard. You have to run more if that's what it takes. You have to learn adversity. You have to do things that other teams don't do. Yes, it sucks. It's probably going to suck worse than other teams, but to win in the NFL, you have to go all the way. It is not half-ass. You must do full ass. You must work hard. And that is the type of task that you must do. And so I believe that Matt Patricia is now distilling that into our team. And last year we had individuals on our team that were not buying in. So simply for the fact that, okay, if they're not buying in, they need to leave the team. And that's very important that we don't. What's up? What up, Dre Barnes? What up, man? Sorry again, man. I was supposed to be doing this at 6 o'clock. Family issues came up. I can only do this till a little bit after 4. I got to take my kid to a doctor, so really, really apologize for that. But kids go first. So I'm trying to knock this out a little before. Anyways, like I was saying, I believe that Matt Patricia is distilling that in our team, and so we need to now get more younger players, and then the players that the Patriots had, like a Trey Flowers and Coleman. He understands he can teach these younger guys the Patriot way, and same with the draft last year. They were learning the Patriot way. That's all they know, simply for the fact that they went from college to the NFL. They have not been on another NFL team, and thus now you're developing players into the training capabilities that they need to be in. So that's super exciting. Finally we get a team that's going to be powerful. And this came for the fact I was watching that Falcon versus Lions game, the infamous play where we should have won the game and it was lost by 10-second runoff. Yes, we should have won that game, and that really pissed me off. However, when I was watching that game, I just seen how more physical the Falcons were, and it was eye opening for me. It was like the running backs were bigger and stronger. Their offensive line I felt like a bigger, stronger. Their wide receiver was big and strong. It's like, damn, man, we need to get that way. And I feel like Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia is now bringing this team in this direction, and that's awesome for us as fans. This is what we want. We want a hard physical team that wins immediately and wins in December. And we have not won the NFC North in some time, and it's time to win the NFC North. And I believe Coach Patricia will do that for our team, getting rid of JBC, or what I call KFC, and again Daryl Bevel, from a disorganized offense that he had to a more sound offense with an offensive coordinator that has done it and has won championships and is a playoff offensive coordinator. That is what we need, and it's going in the right direction, folks, and that's all that's important. We simply go in the right direction. Yeah, they definitely did. Lombardi, oh man, I don't know what was up with that guy. What's crazy is because Drew Brees did so well, and he talked so well about him, but he was a terrible offensive coordinator, and JBC was just, man, he was trash. He was completely trash. We all knew the plays. I mean, us as fans should not know the plays. Yeah, he definitely was not ready at all. I mean, what I don't understand is how is us fans, we knew what the play were going to be. It'd be run, run, pass, punt. We knew that. We were calling the plays out watching the game. The defenses were calling the plays out, yet they did not want to change it. And it was so frustrating. Like, how can a man get paid this type of money, be in charge of an offense with Matthew Stafford and Galladay, and suck so bad? Inept. He definitely was way in over his head. He may have been a good quarterbacks coach, but he's a terrible offensive coordinator. So that alone is going to bring our offense up. And actually, we're going to have coaches that know what they're doing. So I'm pretty excited. Is there a specific player, Mr. Barnes, that you want us to get in the draft or free agency? I mean, mine's TJ Hawkinson and Khalil Hodge. I think if we get TJ with the eighth pick, that'd be awesome. Again, I'm really afraid that Jacksonville is going to get him. That's my fear with Nick Foles going there. What's a quarterback's best friend? A reliable tight end, and so that's what I'm really afraid of. Um, Man, I don't see us getting him if that happens. If he is on the board at eighth pick, Bob Quinn better be running up there and handing that ticket over, because I want to see T.J. Hawkinson with Detroit Lions. True, true, very true. It is definitely Caldwell's fault for not canning Lombardi and getting a veteran offense coordinator. Good point right there. Absolutely true. It's especially the fact that Jim Caldwell was experienced as a head coach and an offensive coordinator. He didn't want to come with the idea of, okay, let's get veterans offensive coordinator, in the position, knowing that. That was kind of shocking. That was his big mistake, and that's why he's not a head coach right now. He made a mistake, and he's paying for it, and we paid for it as fans, and our team is paid for it. And thankfully now, but I must say though, Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia did make a mistake last year for not canning JBC. Should have been canned right then and there at that point. Bring in your own guy, um, just like he's doing now. But we can't erase the past. It is what it is, and we just got to move forward. And don't worry about last year. Don't worry about the years before. I mean, we can complain about it, but we're in a lot better position now than we have been in years past. I think this is the year that it's going to come together. Like in 2011, our offense came together, and we were kicking butt, just smoking teams. I mean, the Stafford had 42 touchdowns. When we were putting points on the board like never before with Calvin Johnson, and then in 2014, that's when our offense took a crap, and our defense was number two defense in the NFL, and we went to the playoffs. So, but it's just never been together. We've never had an offense and a defense at the same time together. Unfortunately, that has stalled our progress. I believe this year, finally, it's going to happen, and I think we're going to be punching teams in the face. I also, like, when I look at the NFC North, I see the Green Bay Packers, and everyone always talks about Green Bay as an elite team and this, that. What's that? Yeah, yeah, I like trade too, and that's why I did. That's why when I did my mock draft, I had us trading to the 13th pick with the Miami Dolphins. And the reason for that is because my prediction is TJ gets taken with the 7th overall pick. Yeah, yeah, that was definitely true. And I believe that if he goes to Jacksonville, at this point, I don't believe we should stay there. We should trade back, and a good trade partner would be Miami. Obviously, because they have connections with the Patriots way, and obviously our team always make trades with the Patriots and former Patriots like Miami Dolphins or Tennessee Titans. Obviously, the New England Patriots. So, man, yeah, I'm with you. If we can gain like a second round pick and swap a fourth, and or gain a third round pick and switch around something, I'm with you with the trade. I think getting more pieces is what helps a team is you went through the draft, and we can go ahead, and I believe Bob Quinn has been the best general manager the Lions have had when it comes to drafting. He has drafted fantastic. His only negative draft I think was Tease Tabor, and he's still in the team, and I think they could actually put him as safety at this point. He's not. I don't think he's too good enough to be a cornerback, but see if it work out for safety. You never know. I mean, he was known in college as a ball hawk and kind of getting those interceptions and stuff, but try him out at safety. What the hell? But other than that, man, we've had a great draft. We have Hand, fourth round pick, and he's a stud defensive tackle. I think he was ranked number 1 or 2 when it comes to defensive players in the draft. Fantastic draft pick by Bob Quinn, and obviously Galladay. What's crazy is everyone shrugged when they picked Galladay, but he was fantastic. Yeah, yeah, yep. Yeah, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. I think we're on the same page here. It just never came together. Imagine if we had the offense of 2011 combined with the defense of 2014, and we should have won that damn playoff game. That was frustrating with the Pettigrew interception, non-interception BS. Definitely should have won a playoff game. So when people say like, "Oh, Stafford hasn't won a playoff game," I kind of go ahead and yeah, it's true. He's officially not won one, but as we've seen like last year with the Saints getting robbed of that pass interference, we got robbed in 2014. I believe we should have definitely won that game, and that pisses me off. And I still think about that, and it frustrates me because us as a fan base, we've gone through so much. I feel like Detroit is the cloud. Everyone mocks us and makes fun of our team, but yet we are the blue collar people that makes up, Michigan. We're the blue collar people. What up, Doe? Go Lions! What up, Doe, man? Hey, apologize for not for having to do this right now, man. I got to take my kid to the doctor here in a couple of minutes. I usually do it at 6. It'll be 6 p.m. on Thursday and Tuesday. So besides this crazy event with my kid, I really have no choice about that. Um, but yeah, folks, man, what up, Doe? You got anything you want to say, man? Detroit Lions. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about this. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this controversial topic. So I got emailed a question. Yeah, man, hell yeah. Go Lions, man. This is what we came about, man. It's what we came about, man. You just come together as Lions fans. The media trashes us. And whether it be local media or like 97 won the ticket or the mainstream ESPN, all they do is trash, trash, trash. You know what, man? We're not a trash team, man. We're strong, man. We're one unit. We get dogged all the time. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I remember that, man. Oh, that was frustrating. Well, our team gets dogged all the time, and that's all right. That's all right. You dog us, man, because we're the engine of the United States. Literally, Detroit is the engine of the United States. These are the blue collar people. These are the folks. Yeah, hell yeah, we're gonna shock people. This We're better than the Packers. I only want to hear about how the Packers are the elite team. Aaron Rodgers is aging. He's 37 years old. He's getting injured every year. Their defense is terrible. Ours is much better. Our offense is going to be much better than what people believe. We are going to pound teams. When we pound teams, that's how we're going to win, and we're going to wear them down in the fourth quarter, and they're not going to want to take a hit from C.J. Anderson, from Kerryon Johnson, and Zach Zenner, the underrated running back. Damn straight, we're going to shock everyone. In Minnesota, I don't see them being a fantastic team. They're at this point, that contract that Kirk Cousins took is hurting their team, and that's good for us because they can't keep all their elite defensive players they had over the last couple of years. It's not going to happen. And in Chicago, I mean, come on, man, they're not going to be 12-4. I mean, we're going to shock everyone. We're gonna win, and man. My belief is we're gonna win the NFC North for the first time since I think was it 1991. Yeah, Detroit versus everybody, and that's a true statement. That's what I believe. And screw all the haters, man. Everyone that hates on us. But I did want to get to the topic about this because I did get an email asking, because I'm a veteran, and they say, man, what about the kneeling stuff that's going on? Because here's the thing that happened last year when it comes to this. When I think of, because I watched the games, everyone's boycotting, and I'm like, look, man, I'm a veteran, and do I really think these players are kneeling because they hate America? Come on now, man. That ain't the truth. I mean, I've never been hated on by anyone. And so, I stand with my team. I stand with my country as well. I love my country, but if they want to kneel, they want to kneel, man. I mean, they have a different perspective than when I grew up. Their perspective, when it comes to police, maybe they got trashed on a lot. That's terrible. My best friend's Hispanic, and he get pulled over. He's a rich dude because he's so financially sound when it comes to business. Yeah, I know we're about to go. Just one. Sorry, guys, I got to go here in a minute, but I do want to make this point really quick. He's financially sound when it comes to business, and he has a nice car. He owns a couple houses, and we were in the army together. We fought together, and he gets pulled over twice in one day because he has an Escalade, and he worked very hard for that Escalade. And he lives in a small town, and they pulled him over simply because he has an Escalade and he's Hispanic. And that really pissed me off. And as a man who wore the damn uniform, you know, how dare you disrespect our country like that, pulling someone over simply because of the color of their skin? Damn you! That defaces everything that we're about. Our country is about anyone, whether you're black, white, brown color. Knock that crap off, and I'll stand with anyone that feels that way, and that really pisses me off. It does make people look bad that are good. There is good police, obviously, and there is bad police. And when pieces of trash police like that do that, it ruins the good people's image. It ruins people, law enforcement like me who serve my country. It makes us look bad, and that really pisses me off. A lot of good men died for this country, whether they black, white, whether there is, they're Muslim, Christian, whatever, man. And so that's my view. So it doesn't bother me, man. I'm a Detroit Lions fan, and I definitely don't believe people that kneel hate me or hate the uniform. I mean, come on, that's just unbelievable from that. Sorry, folks, though, I gotta go because my wife and kid are about to kill me. So, yeah. That's my kid. Well, I gotta go, man. So I will hit you up. I'll have a live chat Thursday at 6 p.m. for sure. Sorry, folks, but I gotta go. Talk to you later, guys.